and welcome to Caravan Escapades. I hope everybody's keeping safe and well. As you can see, I'm stood in front of the ACSI stand. They're here at every NEC camping and caravanning show. You know, we've had memberships for several years now, and we swear by it every time we go away to France. Primarily, it is a discount card on campsites for campsites when you're out of the peak season, and that was great when Darcy May was younger. But now obviously we use it. We do go away in peak season because we have to, because of the school holidays. However, we find the app absolutely invaluable. As you know, we never book when we're traveling down south to head to our main site, and we just use the ACSI app. Now what I'll do is I'll do a bit more in-depth information for you. I'll show you how we use the app, how you can use the brochure and all that sort of stuff. So here we go, watch out. We're going to do a deep dive into the ACSI membership. Hello and welcome back. In fact, that was at the NEC back in February. Quite a bit of time has passed. It's now May, so this is the first opportunity I've kind of really had to continue this vlog and finish sorting this vlog out for you guys. So I'm here sat in the garden. I wasn't going to go up to storage to the caravan and set everything up. It's actually 7:25 in the evening, so I thought, you know what, it's a nice evening, why not sit here and talk to you guys, tell you all about the ACSI app. Anyway, so what I want to do here really is show you the ACSI app, show you the ACSI card. I can't physically show you the card because I can't find it, but I've never had to use it anyway. So I'll show it you on the app on the phone in a moment, but also when you do sign up for ACSI membership, and I'll put the links down below where you can sign up for that. You can, if you're going to the NEC as well, they're always there, they always have a stand, they're always happy to answer plenty of questions, but you can sign up for the ACSI app or the ACSI card while you're there at the NEC. But part of your membership does get you these guides. So you've got two-part guides. Here they are. Basically the first guide covers, let me get this the right way round, so this covers, if you can see there, so you've got that area of Europe, which is France, Italy, Portugal, that sort of thing. So that is actually part 2, and then you've also got part 1, which covers the rest of it, so Scandinavia, Benelux, all that sort of stuff, off into Germany, Switzerland, all those sorts of things here. So the book, now the books are pretty much like any sort of campsite directory that you've seen before. There's maps in the back, it's broken down into various different areas, all the different campsites. If I'm totally honest, from our point of view, these books are great to have, but I never use them. Let me just take a bit of coffee. So what I always use is the app. So let me get the app fired up and I'll show you how we use it. So I shall type, in fact, you can see there, I've got the ACSI campsites and the ACSI cards. So what I'll do is, let's go to the campsite one first. So it fires up like this, it loads up, takes a few moments to load up. And there you are, presented with a map. What I'm going to do very, very quickly though, before we go into how to use the app, I'm just going to go through into the settings. So basically you have my account, so it shows you your details and your settings there. You've got my subscription on this one runs to the 27th of July 2025. Your settings, so the language English, whether you want it in miles or kilometers. Do you want to use the app offline? You can do that as well. Satellite view. Do you want a standard map or do you want the satellite map, and collecting data, all those sorts of things. All the different descriptions on what the different legends mean there on the map, and contact details if you need to contact them. There's a phone number, there's a website, how to contact through Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and all that sort of stuff. So let's get back into the app. So you can see here the little blue dot there in the middle of the screen. The little blue dot there in the middle of the screen is where we're positioned at the moment. It does use your location. You can see how this will be useful. Now, by all means, you can book sites in advance by using the directory, using these directories, or even using the app, because all the details are in here. But what we do is we basically use it while we're traveling. We don't book. We book our main site in the south of France, but we don't book, we just use the app. Drive as long as we want, decide when we're going to stop, and then find out what campsites are around near us, and let me show you how we do that. So we'll do it in the UK at the moment. So as you can see, I'm based here in Nottingham. So as I zoom in, when you're all the way in, you can see there are loads and loads. There are 15 within that area, and you zoom out and it reduces and it reduces and it reduces. So here we are now. So there, Langer Barson. Oh, click download to download country pack, see all campsite and motorhome sites. I think it's download anyway, but let's cancel that for the moment. So here's one at Melton Mowbray, right? So we can see this one down here at Melton Mowbray. So I click on that like that. It's Ab Kettleby Lakes. That's what the picture looks like. We can click on that there. It brings you all the description up there on the site. If the extra pictures, it will say 1 of 1, and you can flick through in the extra pictures. It will give you a description of the site. It will give you the ACSI inspectors' comments, because these sites are inspected by ACSI inspectors. So quiet farm campsite with paved pitches separated, vegetation, cycling, hiking, all that sort of stuff. Opening period, so when it's open from and to, their full address, their contact number, their email address. I'll come back to the route plan a bit in a minute. The actual site on the map, 2 hectares, it's 82 meters above sea level, number of touring pitches 130, all have electric, all are comfort pitches, number of permanent annual pitches, there are 0, so there is no seasonal pitches on that site as well. But there are 20 rental accommodations, and I think, knowing this site, I think these are the cabin type rentals. And is it available for disabled? Yes, and the guide price for that is $47.44. I never usually scroll down that far. What we normally do is look at the pictures that are on there, read the description, and then we go, do we want to go to that site? And what I would normally do from this point is literally just click the phone number. It brings your phone up on your phone like that. You click phone, and there it is, and you click phone, and basically we phone up. And obviously when we're in France, I say parlez-vous anglais, s'il vous plaît, because I don't speak brilliant French, but I do at least try. Thankfully, most of the time they do come back and say oui a little bit, or yes, and then basically I ask very politely, do you have any availability for a caravan? And I do mention that we are a twin axle, because that very occasionally, I will say very occasionally, can be a problem in France. But if we go, and then they say yes, so I click the car here, it goes to route planner, tells me the address of where we're going to go, click route planner, it brings it in the map, in maps, default application. I click directions, I click start, and there we go. Off we go. So let's try that again. Let me go all the way back, so I'll go out of that. So you're going to have to help me out here and just imagine a little bit. So we're going to zoom down to France. So we've crossed at Dover Calais, let's say, and we're driving around, and we're driving around this route here. We're driving down via Troyes, and we think, you know what, we've travelled enough for today, it's about time we stop now. So I kind of go like this and think, okay, there's sites here, there's sites here. Oh, this one looks quite nice, it's by the side of a lake, so let's have a look at that one. So I click on that there. Obviously we would be in that area anyway. Camping Lac d'Orient. That's funny because we've been there before. This is a nice campsite, and again here now there are more pictures, so you can see multiple pictures for Camping Lac d'Orient. So let's click on that and go into there. A brief description. This is the northeastern part of France, in the northeastern part of France, just south of the Belgian border lies the Champagne-Ardenne region. And you are looking at combined camping among the vineyards with pitches at a very large lake. So it gives you all the description. You can read more. The ACSI inspectors' comments, the opening period from when it's open to, their address. So what we would do here, because we're en route and because we are wanting a site within the next hour, normally we generally kind of go to where we're only going to have sort of half an hour before we need to go. So if you want and you wanted to book in advance, you could click the email, and that will bring up your email, and you could put it all in and drop your email in there, or you could just give them a call. But so just imagine, again, we'll do this. Well, I'm not going to actually give them a call, but we can see, so it brings it up into my phone app ready to call. But we'll go back, we'll drop out of that again. So I've called, I've spoken to them, they're happy for me to come along, and we're ready to go. So I click on there again, Camping Lac d'Orient route planner. Now obviously it's going to, it thinks I'm here in Nottingham at the moment, but again, bring the maps up. So again, we go directions from, we could say from home, and then basically here we go, start. Now obviously it's a long way. But that's it, it really is that straightforward. Now, as I said in the intro, the ACSI app is very much about getting discounts out of season. It's great really for getting your discounts on campsites out of the main season, which I think the main season is, I think it's July to September. But out of that, if you're traveling in France now or traveling across Europe now, you can get big discounts with the ACSI card. And when we travel with Darcy May, and okay, this was before she was in school, so we could travel out of season, we were getting considerable discounts. In some cases there were campsites with facilities that we got for about €14, so really incredible. Anyway, let me show you the next bit now. So there are two apps. Let's bring this up again. So here we go. Oh, let's get out of the maps. So if I type in ACSI there, so we've got the ACSI camping card. This is almost identical to the ACSI app that I showed you before. Again, this is going to load up. It's all the same sort of thing. So all of your campsites, I think offline maps need to be updated. Previously downloaded were not completed successfully. So the offline maps need to be updated on this one, but exactly the same. There's all your campsites, but let me just go into the settings on this one again. So you've got your ACSI account as you did there before. You've got your subscription. This subscription doesn't renew to the 1st of January 2026. Buy the digital discount card. Would you like to have the discount card always at hand digitally? You can subscribe right away. So I'm subscribed now. So I don't need to subscribe. I must have it digitally anyway. I'll have to have a look into that. Anyway, so we go back from that. Then you go to the settings, same as before. English, miles. Use it offline, satellite view, collecting data, and your privacy and cookie settings. The legends, description of all the different legends there. About camping card, ACSI, contact details. So that is it in a nutshell really. So I'll just switch that off here. Let's stop the screen recording. But that is the ACSI card and how to use it. We have really found it useful. One of the best parts about our trip to France is the travelling and the journey that we take along the way, and the not knowing what sort of campsites we're going to come across. And we have found some absolutely cracking sites, and we'll be honest, we found some that have not been quite as good, but in no way terrible or anything like that. Certainly sites that we would probably not want to stop for more than a night, but we found sites where we are only stopping for one night, and we would love if we had the time to stop for longer. It really is good. We love the excitement of finding out what the next site is going to be like. I really do hope you guys found that useful. In fact, it just brings me on to one more thing. I don't know what the exact stats are, but it is a very small proportion, something like 15% of you guys that are watching the video now are subscribing or are subscribers. It would be a massive help if you wouldn't mind subscribing. So please subscribe, and if you do subscribe, please hit that like button. It really does help with the channel, it helps grow the channel, it helps reach more people, and it really is appreciation for all the time and the effort that goes into making these vlogs for you guys. Anyway, stop moaning about that, but if you could not subscribe, if you can subscribe, that would be great. So yeah, ACSI card. I swear by it. I know you guys have asked me about it several times. Hopefully this is a in-depth review for you of certainly how to use it or how it can be used. Please, if you've got any experience of using the ACSI card yourself, leave them in the comments down below. Leave them for everybody else as well, so we can share them together. If there are any tips you think I need to know, I'm no expert on the ACSI card, I'm just a user, but if there are any tips or anything I'm doing wrong, please let me know, because I love getting the best out of the ACSI card or the ACSI app. Anyway, I hope you found that useful. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me in my garden. I hope it's not been too noisy. There have been some wood pigeons on the go out there and a few birds, and you probably can't see it over the back there. We've got the lawnmower on the go, and basically, hopefully you can't see it down the bottom. I've spent the day weeding the bed, so there's big piles of weeds all along the side there, which I couldn't be bothered to pick up today. I prefer to do the vlog and talk to you guys, but they're going to be picked up tomorrow, and I'm going to crack on with the garden. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Hit that notification bell and you'll be notified when we put out more vlogs. We shall see you very, very soon.